Hi viewers, what you're going to watch in today's video is I will share my preview and analysis for T20 match between Australia and West Indies. Firstly, I'm not going to share any team now because it's pretty much tough to find the possible 11 today. Maybe tomorrow we can get the possible 11 through any sources like Rigbus, they will update. Also, I have a Telegram channel. I'll post my team before 20 minutes before the game starts for both Grand League as well as Small League. The link is provided in the description, so you can go through it and you can join the channel. You guys are watching the videos but not subscribing, please subscribe and press the bell icon so that immediately after I upload you receive notification. Okay, let's start. First, I will explain about Aussie new set of players. The information I'm going to give you viewers will be very useful when you pick teams by yourself. So watch it carefully viewers, it will be so informative. It took some hours to find those detailed analysis of each players. In the current Australian squad, no Warner, no Maxwell and no Steve Smith. We can say it as a new Aussie squad who is going to face the mighty West Indies. And also don't ask me mighty, why are you saying that mighty West Indies? They have lost to South Africa in their hometown and still you are calling us mighty. See, West Indies has their home advantage. They know their conditions very well. Players like Russell, Pollard, Hetty, Puran, Holder, each one of them are power hitters. On their given day, they can single-handedly win matches for their side. That's why I call them as mighty. Okay, now we will do analysis about Aussie squad. See, I'm not going to give any team. I'm going to run through all the Aussie squad members. Okay, I'm going to segregate their recent performance into three. How each and every individual performed in international matches, recently concluded Big Bash, and last 3 to 5 days they are playing intra squad matches between Australia. So I am going to share all those three now. So listen carefully. Let's start. First, in keeper section, let's discuss about Matthew Wade. Matthew Wade in recently he played international T20 against India where we won. In that he played all the three matches. In that one match he scored 7, the other match he scored 58 runs out of 32 balls with strike rate of 180, and then in third T20 he scored 80 of 53 balls, so which means the strike rate is above 150. So he is in superb form. Even in intra squad match he scored 52 out of 34 balls. So this is how the individual performance of Matthew Wade in recently concluded international T20 as well as the intra squad. So currently he is in good nick. The next guy is Alex Carey. Alex Carey recently he didn't play any international T20s. He plays for Adelaide Strikers as a opener in recently concluded Big Bash. I'll share you his last three performances in Big Bash. 13 runs out of 22 balls, 2 runs out of 7 balls, 29 runs out of 23 balls. Looking his recent form doesn't seems to be great. Let's see whether he gets a chance to play in the first match. Even in the intra squad match there was no good performance from Alex Carey. And then now keeper section of Australian squad is over. Now we will move on to the batsman section. First batsman is Aaron Finch. He was not selected in IPL, so he will show the world that he is currently the top rated player in the world. But his recent form in international T20 which he played against India is one is 35 runs. He scored 35 runs out of 26 balls. The other match he got duck out. In Big Bash he scored 6, 4, 10. See the score 6, 4, 10. Poor run of form for Finchy in both international as well as Big Bash. No good performance in intra squad match as well. So it's up to you guys. He's an experienced player, world class player. It's up to you to decide now. The next player is Moses Hendricks. See guys, this guy is the most underrated all-rounder of Australia. Let me prove with stats. We'll share his performance in recently he played 3 international T20s against India. First match he scored 30 runs of 20 balls. He bowled 4 overs. He gave only 22 runs and then he picked up 3 wickets on a losing cast. Second T20 he scored 26 runs of 18 balls and then he just bowled 1 over 9 runs of 0 wickets. Third match 2 balls he scored 5 runs, not out, okay, and also he didn't bowl. So in the recently played 3 T20 international he was in fine form, and look at his performance even in Big Bash. He scored 18 runs of 11 balls, and then second match he didn't bat, and third match 38 runs of 29 balls. And the difference is he's getting to bowl in international cricket, but in Big Bash he is playing for Sydney Sixers, but he did never get a chance to bowl. In intra squad match as well he scored 51 runs of 35 balls. So that's why guys, I always say that Moses Henriques is most underrated all-rounder in Australia. He is performing consistently in all 3 different leagues. His strike rate is above 100 as well as consistency. That is why I am again and again repeating, this guy is the most underrated player. Next player is Jose Philippe. Jose Philippe doesn't have any international performance recently, and in Big Bash his last 3 performances 9 runs of 8 balls, 45 runs of 28 balls and 1 run of 2 balls. In intra squad match he has scored 67 runs of 43 balls, plays only 1 match, and the next match he fails, is what the stats shows about Philippe. It's like he's playing 1 match, he's getting out, and the other match he's scoring, and the other match he's getting out. So consistency matter with Jose Philippe. Ashton Turner. For Ashton Turner, there is no recent international performance data, but he played an important innings in the final of the bilateral series against India that we won't forget, right? Because of his knock, Australia has won the bilateral series in India. So Ashton Turner is a player to watch out for. But his recent 3 match performance in Big Bash, 11 runs of 9 balls, 33 runs of 22 balls, 0 of 3. So even in intra squad match he has scored 45 runs of 28 balls. So okay, it's a okay performance guy. And then Dermott. Next guy is Ben Dermott. He is an Hobart Hurricane guy. Opener, 1 down is the position he plays. No recent international performance. In Big Bash he scored last 3 performances 1 run, 4 run and duck out. So his Big Bash run of form is very worst. In intra squad match he has scored 25 runs of 11 balls. Not a great performance shown by Dermott recently. Let's see whether he gets a chance tomorrow. Now we will move on to all-rounder squad. You guys are very much aware of Mitchell Marsh. In IPL he plays for Hyderabad. No recent performance in T20, international T20. Big Bash he was ruled out due to injury. No stats in even intra squad matches. So let's see what he is going to perform in West Indies. He is an experienced all-rounder. He might come in directly and score a 30 ball 50, and he might take wickets as well. Second all-rounder of Aussies is Ashton Agar. Ashton Agar is a decent all-rounder, but no recent performance in international T20, and he was ruled out due to injury in Big Bash as well. So no stats even in intra squad matches, but this guy is a proven all-rounder. I think he will get a chance to play. Watch out for this guy. And then Dan Christian, the most experienced all-rounder in Australia currently. No recent performance in international T20s, but in Big Bash he has scored last 3 performances 20 runs of 14 balls, and then didn't bat in the second match, and in third match he has scored 49 of 23. In Big Bash final this guy has bowled 4 overs, he has given just 25 runs and 2 wickets, and he has with the bat 20 runs of 14 balls. In intra squad match this guy has scored 47 runs of 31 balls. So good all-rounder, decent all-rounder. Now we will go for Australian bowlers. Mitchell Starc, the world's fastest guy currently. Two wickets he has taken in the last T20 against India. I think he was ruled out due to injury, or he didn't participate in Big Bash, I guess. So no recent performance in Big Bash. In intra squad match, he has taken 3 wickets of giving away of 30 runs. And Zampa is recent last three international T20 performance against India. He has taken 3 wickets, one match 1 wicket, so average of 1 wicket every match. So 3 wickets in last 3 international T20s, 2 wickets in last 3 big bash matches. In intra squad, he has taken 1 wicket. So not a great performance shown by Adam Zampa recently. Josh Hazlewood, 0 wickets in the last played T20 against India. And out of 3, he has just played only 1 match, and no recent performance for Josh Hazlewood in Big Bash as well, and 0 wickets in intra squad match as well. But you cannot miss out these guys. Josh Hazlewood is a very good line and length bowler, so watch out for him as well, but his recent track record is not that great. Jason Behrendorff has no international performance recently, but in Big Bash he has taken 2 wickets in last 3 matches and 0 wickets in intra squad match. Guys, this intra squad match I am telling is happening which happened last week. Among the 25 member squad, 18 member squad, I don't know the numbers exactly, they are getting divided into 2, and they are playing amongst each other, so that is called as intra squad match. Next bowler is Andrew Tye. Andrew Tye has 2 wickets in last 2 international T20 matches, and then 4 wickets in last 3 Big Bash matches, 2 wickets in intra squad matches. This guy is a wicket taker. He will go for runs, but this guy is a wicket taker. Michael Swepson and Moses Henry. These 2 guys are performing consistently for Australia. Like how the stats would have been shocked you, like that Michael Swepson has 2 wickets in last 2 T20 international matches and 4 wickets in last 3 Big Bash matches and 2 wickets in intra squad match. Sorry guys, I have said the stats of Tye to Swepson. The Swepson stats are different. 5 wickets in 3 T20 against India and 5 wickets in 3 Big Bash matches, and then 0 wickets in intra squad. The stats has been changed. Sorry for that. So Swepson recent track records is terrific, looking terrific. Next guy is Wes Agar has no recent performance in international T20. 1 wicket in last 3 matches he played in Big Bash and 1 wicket in intra squad match. Nothing great. Relay Meredith. Ricky Ponting has a great faith in this guy, Relay Meredith. No recent performance in international T20. 4 wickets in last 3 Big Bash matches and 2 wickets in intra squad matches. Guys, Nathan Ellis, this guy is my personal favorite. I think this guy will be the future of Australian bowler. No recent performance in international T20, and he has taken 7 wickets in last 3 Big Bash match and then 0 wickets in intra squad match. Nathan Ellis, watch out for this guy, guys. And Tanvir Sangha, he is a leg spinner. No recent performance in international T20, and then 1 wicket in last 3 Big Bash match he played, 0 wickets in intra squad match. But the stats of his recent track record is not that much great, but this guy is a decent spinner. This guy is a very good spinner, and I hope all the SWOT analysis of Australian squad, the information I have given is about the recent T20 international, the recently played Big Bash match, and the recently played intra squad match. This will help you guys to pick team by yourself. There is no need of others. You have the inputs with your hands right now. So with this inputs, you yourself can come to an idea. See, the performance, everything which I have told you is the track record which happened in Australia, but all the records are recent records, but the match is going to happen in West Indies. So we can pick guys with the recent form, who is best currently. Like if you take Hendricks is on bright form, and Swepson is has a great recent track record, but Finch, who's not at all in good form, can come out in flying colors. Like that, Matthew Wade is a very good striker of the cricket ball, and then all-rounder Mitchell Marsh has a tons and tons of experience. Aston Agar, Christian, so it will change, but the insights which I have given will be very useful for you to consider their recent track record and performance in Australian conditions, as well as Big Bash, as well as intra-squad matches as well. So if you like this video, please comment, and then please do subscribe and click the bell icon so that immediately after I post the video you will get it. Thank you so much for watching the video.